check this out. This company has been growing the EPS and gross profit at 63 and 425% since last quarter. But the stock price has only dropped further and further and is now down 70% compared to its all-time high. So is it finally the time to shine again for Alpine Technologies, or will the stock continue to drop? Well, to find that out, you gotta watch this video. Hey value investors, how are you doing? My name is Stijn and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about Alpine Technologies, or ticker symbol ALPP. If you enjoy content similar to this, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It would certainly put a smile on my face. Enough plugging, let's get into it. The answer to why ALPP was trading at $8 previously but is now trading below $3 per share is quite easy to understand. The reason is hopium. See, a lot of traders, not investors, were buying into the stock hoping for a quick flip after the stock would uplist. After all, the company announced it plans to uplist to the Nasdaq all the way back in December 2020. And of course, during peak anticipation of this uplist, the stock shot up from $2.50 to roughly $8 per share. However, the traders didn't even get a chance to buy the rumor, sell the news. The news simply never came. And we are still waiting for an update from ALPP regarding their status with the Nasdaq. So that is why the stock slumped so much compared to its all-time high. But what are the fundamentals today? Well, for that we need to look no further than their last quarter. Alpine announces that its Q2 revenue grew by 63% over Q1 2021 and that its gross profit dollars increased by 425% over Q1 2021. And during this first bit of this article, the CEO Kent Wilson talks about the DSF business model. And I already have done a video on this, in my opinion, revolutionary business model. Although that was a while ago and the video quality is a little bit lower than what you're used to today. So do let me know if you want me to talk about the DSF business model once again. Back to the numbers. So during Q2 2021, Alpine Technologies revenue grew roughly 14% through organic growth. So that means revenue growth from existing subsidiaries. And remember, their total revenue increased 63% quarter over quarter, which is thanks to two very interesting acquisitions. And as we just talked about, in Q2 the company also made two acquisitions. They acquired both Alternative Labs and Thermodynamics International, which are, in my opinion, great additions to the Alpine Technologies portfolio. And Q2 was also a quarter of gross profit enhancement. Alpine Technologies gross profit grew by 425% in Q2, from $755,000 to $4 million. And this is partly because Quality Secret Assembly was able to grow from 24% in gross profit to 28%, and because Alternative Labs contributed 44% in gross profit. And Kent Wilson continues to say, as we move into Q3 and Q4, we anticipate our construction services subsidiaries materials pricing to normalize and make even further improvements in our gross profit, which will ultimately drive net profit. And in the long term, this is exactly what we like to see, net profitability. R&D expense for the quarter totaled $515,000 and was primarily derived from their subsidiary Vayu Aerospace Corporation. And although this is quite a bit of money to spend on R&D of one subsidiary, this is exactly the point of the DSF business model. See, in such a large holding corporation, cash flow positive subsidiaries can support cash draining high potential subsidiaries. So this continued investment aims to make Vayu the go-to drone company, and its platform of US-1 and G1 the premier airframes for micro and short-haul freight delivery. So in the future, the US-1 and the G1 platforms could be great revenue increasing products. And this is exactly why ALPP is flowing so much money into their R&D today. So this article continues with that the company recorded a net loss of $3.1 million for Q2 2021. However, if we were to dig deeper, significant one-time expenses were part of this quarter as well. So that is including $1.1 million in acquisition costs and $635,000 in debt amortization. Also, they did $951,000 in depreciation and amortization, which are quite real expenses, just not cash based. So if we're to exclude this one-time transaction, this company would be near break-even levels on their EBITDA. And Ken Wilson continues to state that during the first 90 days after acquiring a company, it is their policy to enact various changes that are typically expensed through their profits and losses. Also, they expect their profit margins to increase dramatically in Q3 and Q4 of this year as these changes are implemented. And the projections. Alpine Technology is projecting roughly $20 million in revenue for Q3 2021, which is a big jump up. And the company is also penciling out net profitability in Q3 2021. So if you look at these numbers closely, you can clearly see that the company is improving leaps and bounds. And that is while the stock price continues to slumber lower and lower. And actually, if ALPP managed to become net profitable in Q3 2021, then I think that this could be a great catalyst that could make this gem of a company shine once again. I would personally be a buyer at these price levels below $3 per share. That is, if I had the capital right now. Sadly, I don't. So that means that I will just continue to hodl whatever shares I have in this company. And I think that's about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like and maybe even subscribe. Comment down below what you want to talk about next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.